This podcast is sponsored by Sainsbury's. Buy food items for the same price, but with different values. What's up guys, it's your boy the Nit-Praiser, the man who reviews video games, TV shows and feature films, but not all topics in one. I may be kind of funny, but I'm still serious about my opinions. Today, I feel like talking about a recent game I got for my Nintendo Switch console on Christmas, and of course, it's a Super Mario game, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Basically, it's a taster of 3 games that delves into the early days of the 3D Mario games and shows you how they evolved over the years. And although I played Luigi's Mansion 3 first, another one of my favourite Nintendo Switch games, I enjoyed playing this game a bit more. By the way, for those who have never played any of the games featured, I will warn you that there will be spoilers throughout the review. First, we'll start with my favourite out of the 3, Super Mario 64. This game is where the collection all started in 1996/7. The reason why is undeniable, as it is an iconic game from the late 90s, hence why I adore it. It is a sandbox style game, which means you can get to explore and do whatever you want. Unlike most Mario games, where there is a 500-second time limit, there is no limit for how long you play the game at all. In this game, you must collect as many stars as you can to defeat Bowser and save Princess Peach from certain disaster. There are at least 100 stars to collect, and it will take you days to complete the entire game, possibly several weeks even. The game keeps its traditional aspect ratio, but with an added high definition effect to make it more appealing to the modern fans of the franchise. However, while the updated graphics look detailed, there have been reports online about the game and the other 2 games glitching unintentionally, and that a few things happened too soon when they should have happened later. Like, you will notice Mario glitching and teleporting randomly to an edge of a platform that is situated under the ground in a blank blue sky box zone, and eventually plummets right through. Although there were a few bugs and glitches in the original, but they were almost nothing compared to the remaster. I do have a Nintendo 64 console and played the original, but playing it in a portable device instead of playing it in the one room all the time makes me as happy as a clown. The game designs look vastly different to their promotional designs. The actual game designs look a bit more simplistic and rougher around the edges compared to the more iconic designs. They look like something that would make on Blender as a test character model. I honestly wish they utilised the more iconic designs, even if it looks nostalgic for those who used to play the original, but the promotional designs look more like their actual selves. I'm not criticising Nintendo and what they made in terms of their first ever 3D game, I'm just saying in general, even if it is a nitpick. I've not come across any glitches when playing either the original or the remaster, so I cannot confirm yet. Also heard that the original game was going to include Luigi, Mario's brother, in a multiplayer mode, but when testing the mode, whenever the characters move further away from the camera, the screens get smaller so the players cannot see where the characters are clearly. Thus the idea was scrapped. But people say that there is a secret that you need to accomplish. By walking into the castle's back garden, there is a plaque on a star fountain that is meant to reveal the secret and how you might be able to unlock Luigi. I cannot remember what. All I remember is that fans found it whilst playing the game and tried countless hours, days, weeks, and even months trying to unlock the character, but to no avail. However, in the game's hard drive folder, it is revealed that Luigi was an unfinished model that was found in the folder that reads Luigi minus the coding. Plus, there was going to be a sequel to the game called Super Mario 64 2, which includes Luigi as a playable character. Anyway, back to the game. I enjoy exploring the many worlds hidden behind multiple paintings that Mario discovers. They all have a touch of fresh creativity, even though not as much nowadays as 3D Mario games are more common, which is not a bad thing at all, just unoriginal. However, with that said, sometimes collecting stars are challenging. There are enemies to avoid, cliff edges to jump over, difficult platforms to leap on, and defeating Bowser up to 3 times. but nonetheless, it is a real highlight of Mario history. Next is Super Mario Sunshine, a game that focuses on Mario going on holiday with Peach and some Toads. Toads are mushroom people, as well as tackling with hijinks and problems along the way. In this game, Mario, Peach, and a grandpa-like Toad named Toadsworth arrive on a brightly coloured island known as Isle Delfino to go on a vacation. However, they find that the island is filled with goo. Colourful goo at that. It turns out that an ominous figure in the shape of a certain someone is out causing all this mess and stressing out the many residents. Mario is equipped with a robotic talking water cannon known as FLUDD, a water cannon backpack, and it is up to him to save the island from becoming a big distraction to other vacationers. Like Super Mario 64, the game has an open world environment, but this time Mario gets to spray goo off walls, pavements, buildings and objects with the water cannon, as well as using it as a water jetpack to jump to high platforms. This time you collect shine sprites when you complete a mission/challenge instead of a star. While not as memorable as Mario 64, it gives you a summer vibe when playing, like you're in the Bahamas. I'm surprised that Bowser appears less than in the other games, even if he has a purpose in it. Unfortunately, my blue Nintendo Switch controller's signal coordinates is currently acting up as it makes Mario move forward without me having to move the controller, so I will need to find a new one as soon as possible, and thus I can't complete the new game until then. Sorry for any inconvenience. But from watching people play it online, it looks fun. I can also talk about some facts about this game. This game is quite possibly one of the only Super Mario games that has dialogue rather than the characters making noises. Some of the goo elements in Mario Sunshine are used for Splatoon, where the goo is paint. Splatoon is another game from Nintendo Switch. The original demo version of the game was going to include humans as residents at Isle Delfino, but that idea was eventually dropped. And the Serena Beach stage map is actually shaped like a GameCube controller, which is a reference to what console the game was originally released on. And finally, we come to Super Mario Galaxy. This game is special to me. From seeing gameplays online, it got me intrigued to try the game myself one day. And when I got Super Mario 3D All-Stars for Christmas last year, I got excited to play the game, as well as replaying Super Mario 64. The story of this game is that there is a festival held in the Mushroom Kingdom every 100 years called the Sentinel Star Festival, and each time all the Mushroom Kingdom residents watch a comet that makes the scenery look gorgeous at night. But one night, Bowser invades the festival and takes Peach, who is on the castle supports, by using change from his flying ship to lift the castle into outer space as an invitation to see his very own galaxy. And as you would expect, Mario is not invited. One of Bowser's minions, Kamek, uses his magic powers to throw Mario into space also. Mario teams up with star-shaped companions called Lumas, and they help him track down Bowser and to obliterate his galaxy before it destroys the universe. I like how this game goes sci-fi because of the many galaxies that Mario travels to. These galaxies are multi-challenging platforms that are all unique in their own way, unlike parts of the second game for the Nintendo Wii console. Although some enemies are like the ones from regular Mario games, I still think they have a purpose, even if some of which are reused. The music is magnificent. Hearing it being played by an actual orchestra is just the icing on the cake. The characters are lovable. The Lumas are adorable star-shaped creatures that really make the galaxy come to life. Mario is his usual self, jumping, collecting coins, etc. But he's still lovable nonetheless. Rosalina is a brilliant guardian for all the Lumas, and she is the creator of the galaxy that the Lumas and herself reside in. And Bowser is an intimidating villain, but not frightening in the slightest because of his design. I never played the original release on the Nintendo Wii, but I enjoyed playing on the Switch and experiencing it for the first time. And, as you guessed, there are more facts about Super Mario Galaxy. There is a galaxy known as the Boy-based Galaxy, and the planet itself looks like a Pokeball for Pokemon. The planet is divided in half, one half as land and the other as water. Rosalina's storybook that goes from chapter to chapter of the game was written in one single night. Wow, persistent much. There was a scrap Legend of Zelda idea that became a boss called Mega Leg, who was originally going to be a final boss for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And finally, there are two memorable levels that pay tribute to two previous games that I talked about earlier, Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. The Mario 64 tribute is a Galaxy redesign of one of the Bob-omb battlefields, now called Throwback Galaxy. And the Mario Sunshine level in Mario Galaxy is similar to one of the challenging platform levels, but again in the Galaxy design. So as you might have expected, Super Mario 64 is a winner for me in the bundle. It is where the 3D Mario games began, it was during the golden age, and it really has captivated me to know more of what it offers and why it is so iconic. I would recommend you trying that game, you will enjoy it, trust me. Overall, do I recommend Super Mario 3D All-Stars? Yes, it is a perfect setup for anyone who has not yet tried the 3D Mario games and might be used to the original pixelated one of the iconic franchise. It may eventually be part of genuine video game history, we may never know. Like we do not know what Nit-Praiser in Super Smash Bros. Is going to be revealed. If you are thinking of buying a Nintendo Switch console for yourself to use in general, I would consider 3D All-Stars as a top pick. Even if I enjoy other Nintendo Switch games, this game is pure gold and is number one for me. Okay, we'll talk about another topic next time, but for now, I'll leave it as a surprise. Hope you enjoyed my first review of a particular topic on the show. Another will be thought of soon, so I will see you until then. This is a Nitpicker, signing out. Hope you have a swell day.